What is up, guys? You got Not the Worst here, bringing you this week's patch notes recap. And if you did not know, Archer was released today, the new class in Black Desert Online. And if you didn't know that, then it's pretty likely that you haven't seen any of my videos for the last few months. And if you haven't seen any of my videos for the last few months, it's pretty likely that's because you haven't subscribed to my channel. So be sure to click on the subscribe button located right below this video so that you can do that and not be left out of the loop with things like giant class releases, as this was a world release event. And yeah, anyways, I was trying to plug my subscribe thing in a better way other than like at the end of the video I'm like, hey, don't forget to subscribe later, dude. Anyway, maybe that'll work. Moving on. So patch notes, some new events, a bunch of events ended. Obviously Archer is out. I played it quite a bit at work today, as much as I could anyhow, getting some quests done just to open up some inventory and space. I think I got to like 50 or 51. I definitely got to 50. I don't remember if I quite made it to 51 or not. But yeah, I'm gonna finish doing some of that. I want to mess around with some of the skills and stuff and have some videos coming out for that, but that's not why we're here today. That will be for future videos. We're here for patch notes, so let's just jump into it. Here we go. Archer Seal event. We have this every time a class releases, or sometimes when they do the Awakening, since Awakening was also released with Archer. It's whatever. It's not quite a month. It's going just shy of a month by a few days, but it will be until January 9th, so after the new year. It is not impressive, let me tell you. It's like, out of all the seal events I can remember, the stuff we're getting is kind of terrible. The long one was really great because we could get it actually had the scrolls written in ancient language for memory fragments. Can't get those with these. That was super useful because what you're gonna find is that the marketplace is obviously gonna be sold out of all memory fragment scroll items for the next little while, because everybody and their mom's gonna be enhancing their Archer. Hards are still going to be plentiful, and I'm sure they'll be in buy phase. Sharps, you're going to have a hard time getting these. They'll be much more difficult to snipe, so I kind of see where that makes sense. But look at the cost of seals needed for this. Like, if you're going for pure value, the armor black stones are definitely your best value. 210 per armor stone for it, and it's 10 seals. If you got, I did the math before and I wish I remembered it, but it's like 4.2 mil at 200 seals turned in. It's 4.2 mil worth of blackstones. I think it was 4.2. It's right around there. I literally just did it before, so I could talk about it in the video, but whatever. It's more money than what the sharp is worth, but there's also the like opportunity cost of the sharp, depending on what you already have in your own stacks, and being able to actually get them might be a little bit more difficult than it usually is, since Archer just got released and everybody's going to be enhancing the Archer weapons. So yeah, we'll see. Just kind of play it smart and see. I would just, until you need them, keep your steals keep your seals stacked up until you need to exchange, and then you can kind of make a decision for yourself what you need most of. I'm willing to bet it's actually going to be sharps. I expect them to be pretty hard to get a hold of, but we'll see how it goes. It's only day one. And also, whoever gets the most Archer seals stored up during the event, for both NA and EU, you're going to get an Alienware laptop. That's kind of out of nowhere, but all right, cool. So yeah, there's that. That's the seal event. Next, the Archer 1+1 dual EXP share event. So we talked about this previously when they were talking about the events that were coming up in the GM note or whatever. Basically, I'll just do a brief rundown because a lot of people were asking in general chat and even in guild chat a bit today. So basically, you just log in with your Archer. Your Archer has to be level 7, and it works just like the tag system, except you get experience with it. So you need to be in the same city or safe zone or whatever that your character you want to gain the XP with is. And then you log into your Archer, you click the tag button icon, which is going to be in the top left corner of your screen where like your maids and your fairy and all that stuff is. It's the little like two bro hanging out looking icon. You click on that while you're on your Archer, and it'll tell you to select a character. It has to be in the same town or it'll be grayed out. Click on the character you want to gain the experience, and then just click the little tag button, and boom, there you go. In order to actually get the experience, you have to log back into the other character, and then when you click on the tag button again, it will pop up and you can say gain XP or get XP or whatever, and it'll move it over. Now, according to what these notes say, that will work up to level 50. Oh, by the way, the level 50 quest, the PvP quest or whatever, to progress up to level 50, it's now like it just gives you an item in your inventory and you just right click it, and then there you go. That's the quest. You don't have to run around doing catfish stuff, which is pretty great. So anyways, what these notes say is the tagged character, as they're gaining XP, if they get up to the level 50, that it does say that they will be capped at level 50. I have not quite done that because I think my Archer's 51. I did it with my Witch and she was at like 48 or something when I switched over for the XP to check it, or 47. So I haven't quite seen it, but I will tell you I was watching a streamer stream today, and they tagged over. They were doing a ninja from like level 24 it started, and then they got their Archer over 50. They used the tag system, swapped, gained the XP on their ninja, and I actually went over level 50. It was like 10% into level 50 already, and they hadn't done the quest, and then they did the quest anyways, which was click the item. But yeah, so just throwing it out there. This does say that it'll lock at level 50. Let's just assume that the patch notes are accurate, and that's correct. But I did indeed see with my very own 2 eyes that it went over level 50, despite them having not done the quest. Although they had done some storyline quests, so who really knows? Play it safe. Check it when it's level 50. Click the thing and be done with it. And that's pretty much it. They repeat themselves through this. If you want to read through it, go ahead. But I literally just told you exactly everything you need to know in it. So yeah, there's that. Patch notes. The link to it will be in the description if you haven't checked them already and you want to read through it. But it says exactly what I just told you. So boom, there you go. Level up event. This is pretty simple. They do this every class release as well. That's when you get your archers to level 15, 25, 35, 45, and 55. You get some pretty dope rewards, a bunch of gold bars and other stuff, blackstones and some advice about and whatnot, just like they always do. Free money, basically giving you a decent amount of money throughout the day, since you're going to spend your time leveling instead of doing your regular grind, so it doesn't fully detract from you leveling up your archer. And then starting on the 19th will be phase 2 of it, where you get you get rewards for 56, 57, and 58. Again, same thing we had with lawn release and every other class that's ever been. Experience boost event, there's 100% XP and 30% skill XP boost that goes until also January 9th, so same length of all these other archer events. Did mean to point out, make sure you get to 55 before January 2nd. That one ends sooner than everything else, and then this one goes till January 16th, so don't forget that. Don't delay on that one. That should be pretty easy. You got plenty of time, and it's gonna, if you're playing archer at all, it's gonna be hard not to get to 55 with double XP running the entire length of it. So there's that. Archer stream party, they've been giving out some codes that you can redeem throughout the day for the during the BDO stream. I'll put them in the description with the ones that have come out so far. When I was doing this, there was only 2 out. They may have released the 3rd when I was on my way home from work, but I'm not sure yet. And I believe they said it was 3 all total, but we'll see. I'll put them in below if you don't have them, and you just go to the BDO website, you go into shop, redeem code, you punch in your code there once you're logged in, and then once you're logged in, you go to account and then click on coupon, and you can redeem the offer, and it'll go straight to it. So there's that. Winter special theme, you'll see there's stuff all over the city, and they got the Oak Cron Tree event, which I've opened up here. It's just a pretty quick little talk to this guy, talk to this guy, talk to this guy, talk to this guy, talk to a tree. So you can go to any major city that you can see listed here. There's going to be, depending on what city, a different name for whatever. So Veli, I did the Crone guy. You just go talk to a couple of people and 2 NPCs there, go back, talk to him. He gives you this item. Then you talk to him again, go over to the tree, click on the tree, and he gives you Grandpa's Cron gift, which can give you any of this stuff here. So basically you're going to get some blackstones. I got 2 black armor blackstones. So it was probably one of the best amounts of loot I've gotten in a long time, so that was pretty cool. Ended events, we already know all the pre-registration for archer stuff. The loyalty thing ended, and the box of wonders, buying the Shikatu boxes, is now gone. Archer pre-registration events went out. Check your mail, those are already out. Content, archer's been released, we get it. System gifting has been revamped. You can now gift pearl items again, but only with friends that you've had on your friends list for at least 5 days. You can also gift between guild members, but both the guild members must have been in that guild for at least 5 days as well. It's allowed for characters level 55 and above, and gifting via searching character name will not be available. So they got to be on your friends list 5 days, or in your guild, and that you have also been in 5 days as well as them. And that's it. They've revamped gifting, and that's just in an effort to not incentivize people to trade pearls for like listing, items for pre-order and stuff anymore. I'm just kind of surprised it took them so long. It's been out of the game for like 2 months now because they were reworking or whatever. So whatever. Game world, blah, blah, blah. Black Experience will now change its voice as it changes appearances. It already did that before, but you'll hear when you go in, the voice is different than it was before, whatever. Here's the good stuff. Class changes. Basic main weapons will now be shown in the character selection screen, even when weapons are not equipped. Improve the camera view when selecting certain parts while in the die window. And guess what they did for our class changes this week? Can anybody guess? It is graphical issue fixes once again. I was pretty concerned. I was glad to see that they got this one done. This was mostly what I was worried about. They fixed the issue where the underwear would show when equipping the Millen fedora outfit. Super worried they weren't going to make that adjustment, but it turns out they did, and a couple others for the other classes. So it was really great to finally see that change worked out there. Pretty happy about that. Item changes. All the XP boost skills for all pets have been increased from 3% to 5%. That's actually pretty cool. Fixed an issue where some of the meats weren't sold at the shop. Increased the max price for all energy potions at the marketplace by 50%. Added the carrot confit item, which is item superior to the special carrot. It's got a recipe basically using the special carrot, and it's just a higher grade for feeding your whatever the heck you're writing at the time. You can no longer equip the following Lord, Crown, and Armor in the Arena of Arsha. See them listed there for whatever reason. Fix the information, the item exchange information shown for the Mutant Enhancer item, which showed information for an item which cannot actually be exchanged. Item which cannot be exchanged contribution, EXP 5, okay, great. Furniture fix, Adventures Tome, description regarding enhancement on the tooltip, price of design, the troop garb strikers increased to 50,000 silver. We'll check out the Pearl Shop in a little bit here once we get through these. Monster changes, you can select the quantity when exchanging peridot petals and items from Shaman at Stonetail Horse Ranch, great. Balanos through Calpheon monster zones have been revamped due to the revamp of the Black Spirit quest flow. So you can see the recommended levels are adjusted on some of these from whatever the heck they were before, but all that's whatever. They've also adjusted some of the HP and AP of the bosses. You can see here in HP increase and AP increase of these guys here. These are for the summoned versions from when you're doing the Black Spirit quest. They just made them a little more difficult to kind of scale with like everybody. Well, one, they're giving you a free Asula set, so if you didn't have like Asula accessories already, that's kind of a gimme for this. And then two, you probably already have better than that. You're just gonna move your stuff over from your main while you're leveling Archer, so they wanted to give you like, you know, not one click ability throughout all the summon monsters while you're doing the Black Spirit quest. And due to the revamp, they changed what items drop in certain areas to kind of scale with it. You'll see Talus and Zareth were removed, and an ancient crystal, the Harfia, Estique Shuriken, Steel Dagger, Teridas and stuff were removed from Kron Castle since it's much lower, and those items actually sell for money versus everything else that now drops that doesn't. Placement for some monsters was changed. Thank goodness the imps of the imp cave have become hostile against intruders. That's good news. When you get over there with your archer, they'll attack you first. Number of bandits is increased in Baragi Den. Goblins are now placed farther away from Grusha, the node manager of Forest of Plunder. Decrease the HP for Awakened Boss Ahib Griffin by 40%. The Awakened Boss now has a 30% less chance of performing a flying attack when engaged in close quarters combat. Increase the AP for the Awakened Boss Uragon and Ludur Ravi by 3 times. Fix the description on the item tooltip of Belmorn Summon Scroll to state that only characters level 48 can spawn Belmorn, 48 or above, sorry. Reducing consolidated the type of items which can be obtained by defeating monsters at Balanos, Serendia, and Calpheon. This is pretty cool. It was just kind of a streamlined way, so like you only have so much inventory space when you're leveling up a new character. So all these little monsters, whatever that were around, used to drop all kinds of random stuff, and they kind of just streamlined what they're dropping into some generic like trash loot, which just makes more sense. Some of these were like nice to get, I guess, but when you're out there grinding or just even leveling stuff, you don't want to have to do a quest where you kill, you know, like 100 giants and then you get all this like garbage extra stuff and it takes up extra spots. Whereas now you're pretty much just going to get trash loot like you would at any spot you actually grind at. And this way it just stacks up on top of each other and it's not destroying your inventory space, just destroying your weight, but it's actually not that bad. So definite quality of life increase there. Chance to obtain fish and the following monsters decrease. Same exact reasoning as the last section. Just streamlines your new characters that you're leveling that don't have inventory space and doesn't take it up more. Main quests have been revamped. You'll see when you're doing your archer, they just kind of change what things are done. There's a couple points where you'll see a crossroad thing. It was in Heidel. There was a quest chain or whatever, and you can actually choose 3 different things. It literally labels it crossroad quest, and you pick which ones, and it takes you to different cities and does different things based on what you choose. Kind of a little freshen up and different way to do it. It's also, if the servers are flooded with everybody leveling their new archer, you're not all fighting over the same stuff because you guys might actually be taking a different path, doing different things at different times, so it's not going to be as flooded as it normally will. Orwin, who recognizes that the archer is a descendant of Sylvia, will appear at the Western Guard camp when you create an archer character. Quests below can be obtained when you talk to Orwin as an archer character. Those listed there. You do start in Western Guard camp now as opposed to Velia. Add a couple quests. The new level 50 quest is, and like I said, it literally just gives you an item you right click on and then you've completed the level 50 quest. Hooray. As the main quest renewal has taken place, the dialogue in the quest given from Velia's storage has been changed accordingly. Yada yada yada. Item exchange information, notes, level requirements to receive Black Spirit special gift butler has been changed from 52 to 51. Weird. Add a description when completing the Black Spirit's gift quest, which explains that you cannot get the Adventurer's Tome again if you throw it away. Okay. The requirements to accept the following consecutive quests have been changed. Knowledge, updates, yada yada. Interface changes, improve the alignment and contribution points displayed at the world map. Black Spirit effect appears during the tutorial when world boss spawns have been changed. Fix an issue. Order of tabs and the attendance reward has been improved. Fix an issue, fix issue, graphic settings, and effect, yada yada. You can use the tag characters button when you have characters higher than level 7, and the experience boost image will appear when you log into the archer or with a character tagged to the archer. Talked about that. Yada yada yada, family name settings, yada yada yada. Resolved issues. We're aware of the issue where multiple loyal attendance tabs are present in your client. This will be resolved shortly. We apologize for the inconvenience. I actually didn't read the notes when I had already logged in and saw this, and I was like, oh sweet, they're doubling us up on loyalty attendance rewards. Great. But I saw this later before I recorded, and it's like, all right, guess not. Fix some issues, camera effects, 3 dies, issues against monsters, yada yada yada. Fix issues with the camera to not close out to particular known issues. We're aware the issue with the character on auto run can get stuck on objects while moving from Valencia to Shakatu. It can get stuck a whole lot of other places too. They were aware of an issue with the XP boost for all pets. It had been increased from 3 to 5%, but the text still says 3%. Fixed for English, please restart your client. There you go. Aware of the issue, the tooltips of certain Pearl Shop items don't mention that they are available for Archer. They don't say that'll be fixed shortly, but I assume it'll be fixed shortly. Now here's what you guys are waiting for. The Archer starter pack, complete with your booty shorts for your dude. So I know everybody's waiting on those. Here they are. Sweet little pack. Comes with 150 weight kit, your boxer briefs that listen, I wear boxer briefs, my man, and they leave a little bit more to the imagination, if you know what I'm saying. Not quite that revealing. 10% discount coupon, Blessing of Kamasil, value pack for 7 days. You're also going to find there's a quest now that gives you a value pack for 1 day, and then you use it and you get a value pack for 7 days after that too. Interesting. This one, same deal, except you got some earrings going on, some black booty shorts, and pick up some wolves. You also get inventory expansion slot, pet appearance change. Interesting. Item collection increased scroll, extra combat XP scrolls, and extra skill XP scrolls. Just a little bundle pack. A little pricey, but I mean, it's a deal for if you want to get all this stuff. Most people are going to be wearing dim tree outfits, obviously, because you're just going to move over your gear while you're leveling it, and they look pretty hideous. So there's that. Got the Noel holiday bundle. As you can see here, you get a little snow kid and some form of Santa suit. Personally, I think this berserker roped up in this thing looks flipping hilarious, but that's just me. Christmas interior set. Here's just the standalone premium set for Archer. That's kind of their release costume. There'll be another one in another few weeks, I'm sure, just like they do with all the new classes. This was actually pretty cool. I checked it out. DK hasn't had like a new set in a while. This is for DK or Ranger. I actually kind of liked it. In the client, it looks far more purple than this, and I might actually pick it up. We'll talk about it on stream this weekend. I might pick this set up and then dye it black. It looked pretty cool, and my DK could use a little switch up maybe. Character name transfer coupons. Okay. Here's wolf pets that are out, and they change size by different tiers, which is actually kind of cool in my opinion. I think it looks pretty neat. I won't be buying any, but they look pretty neat, and I like the idea that it like gets bigger and turns into this like really cool looking wolf by the end of it when it's tier 4. Not that I'd ever get any tier 4 pets. Experience transfer coupons, not to be confused with combat experience transfer coupons. This is only for life skilling across the board for those. So yeah, there are some people talking about you could change over your combat XP. You cannot do that. It's just the experience transfer coupons that we've had in the past before. So there you go. That is all of the Pearl Shop updates along with the patch notes. You got that. If you need to read through them, the link is in the description below. Make sure you like this video, and again, subscribe to it if you have not already. That is going to be it for this one. I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.